As state and local officials sought to contain the spreading coronavirus, the number of people testing positive in New Jersey continued to grow, and a second person succumbed to the highly contagious respiratory illness that has so far killed more than 50 nationwide.
At least 69 people in the state have been diagnosed with coronavirus, but those numbers appeared to be out of date just minutes after Gov. Phil Murphy gave a 2 p.m. update on the situation Saturday afternoon. While the state briefing was still underway, Bergen County reported it had 31 cases, 6 more than the state's account, bringing the number of coronavirus cases to at least 75.
The toll will be even higher on Sunday now that Newark reported its first case of coronavirus, and officials Saturday night said there may be a second as well.
Nationally, President Donald Trump's doctor said he had tested negative for the virus, after reports he had been in recent contact with 3 people who were found to have coronavirus.
Meanwhile, as some cases of price gouging during the crisis have been reported, the New Jersey legislature is considering package of emergency measures to help residents and businesses offset steep financial losses, as stores, restaurants, bars and movies shut down in town after town, large gatherings have been banned, and sports and cultural events have been canceled.
Looking ahead, state officials are preparing for the possibility this week of closing schools statewide. Murphy said it's a matter of when, not if, they close. According to New Jersey education officials, some 354 districts, or roughly half in the state, already have closed.
Here are the latest developments in the coronavirus outbreak across New Jersey, New York City and nationwide.
NJ confirms second coronavirus death, Monmouth County woman in her 50s, Gov. Murphy on Saturday evening announced the second coronavirus death in New Jersey, a woman in her 50s. The unidentified woman was being treated at Centra State Medical Center, Murphy said on Twitter.
President Donald Trump tests negative for coronavirus. His doctor says President Donald Trump has tested negative for the new coronavirus. According to the president's personal physician, the White House released the test results Saturday night after Trump told reporters hours earlier that he had taken the coronavirus test, following days of resisting being screened despite the fact that he had been in recent contact with 3 people who have tested positive for the virus.
Trapped in Wuhan, how an NJ woman made it home from the epicenter of the coronavirus pandemic. Ningxi Xu of Jersey City traveled to China in mid-January to visit her family and celebrate the Lunar New Year. 3 days after she arrived in Wuhan, the epicenter of a mysterious outbreak turned global pandemic, the Chinese government ordered it locked down.
Americans returned to long waits for screenings at some U.S. airports, as weary travelers returned to the U.S. amid coronavirus-related travel restrictions. They were greeted with packed, hours-long waits for required medical screenings at airports.
NJ to get first widespread coronavirus testing center in hardest-hit county. New Jersey's first widespread coronavirus testing center is set to open by Monday in Bergen County, the section of the state hit hardest by the outbreak, state officials announced Saturday. Officials also said they are working to expand testing throughout the Garden State.
Teaneck mayor urges residents to self-quarantine, calls the township Ground Zero. In state, Teaneck mayor Mohammed Hamiduddin called the town Ground Zero and called for the self-quarantining after consulting with the township's manager and emergency management coordinator.
Gyms, movie theaters closed in Hoboken to help prevent coronavirus spread. Hoboken officials on Saturday ordered gyms, health clubs, daycares and movie theaters to close in the city as part of efforts to stop the spread of the coronavirus. I completely recognize that these decisions will undoubtedly cause an inconvenience for residents and, in most cases, alter our day-to-day lives, Mayor Ravinder Ballas said in a statement.
How can NJ fight the coronavirus financial toll? Tax holidays, extended unemployment benefits floated. New Jersey's top state lawmaker on Saturday called for a package of emergency measures to help residents and businesses offset steep financial losses feared during a prolonged pandemic. State Senate President Stephen Sweeney proposed 13 measures designed to keep more money in people's pockets and ease burdens on businesses. Those proposals include temporarily suspending sales and payroll taxes, creating a tax credit for businesses with quarantined workers, temporarily extending unemployment benefits and boosting SNAP benefits.
New York reports first death from coronavirus. An 82-year-old woman who had been previously hospitalized with emphysema became New York State's first reported death in the coronavirus pandemic. The woman died Friday at a hospital in New York City, Gov. Andrew Cuomo said on a conference call with reporters.
Georgia postpones its primary as virus upends voting. Georgia will postpone its March 24 presidential primary for nearly 2 months, officials said Saturday, becoming the second state to delay voting in response to the coronavirus outbreak, but 4 states scheduled to vote in the primary, Arizona, Florida, Illinois and Ohio, have all indicated they intend to hold their elections on Tuesday as planned.
Visits at NJ prisons, halfway houses temporarily suspended over coronavirus concerns. The New Jersey Department of Corrections temporarily suspended visits at state prisons and halfway houses on Saturday for the next 30 days, out of an abundance of caution, to mitigate the spread of coronavirus.
NJ Municipal Court session suspended over coronavirus concerns. Anyone scheduled to appear in municipal court over the next 2 weeks to contest a traffic or parking ticket, or a minor local ordinance violation, will have to wait to tell it to the judge. Municipal court sessions in New Jersey will be suspended for 2 weeks to minimize exposure to the coronavirus, State Supreme Court Chief Justice Stuart Rabner announced Saturday.
Coronavirus clears out supermarkets all over NJ, the shelves at many stores are bare. Meat and poultry racks cleaned out. And the toilet paper and paper towel aisle? Not even a square of one ply. In supermarkets and grocery stores throughout New Jersey and across the country, fear of the novel coronavirus and COVID-19 has driven people to stockpile whatever they can carry away in their shopping carts.
As the coronavirus epidemic widens, we want to hear your stories. What have you seen or witnessed? Have incidents of selfishness sent you into a rage? Have random acts of kindness renewed your sense of faith and hopefulness?
To help gather these stories and ideas, we've set up a Google form.
More, keeping up with coronavirus in NJ. First, don't panic. Our newsletter might help.
Ted Sherman may be reached at tsherman@njadvancemedia.com. Follow him on Twitter at TedShermanSL. Facebook, at TedSherman.reporter. Find NJ.com on Facebook.
Have a tip? Tell us. NJ.com/tips.
Get the latest updates right in your inbox. Subscribe to NJ.com's newsletters.